Good evening, traders. It's Simon here with your weekly review. So, where do we start? Well, I suppose we start with the dollar as usual, and we would have an idea here that we've got a couple of doji candles here, but my problem is in the middle of nowhere. But this chart here, the DXY, doesn't really give me much idea what's really happening. What I can say is this: we have broken out of this key level of 97.5. We stayed above it, and then it looks like we're going to come back for a pullback. So, for me personally, at the moment, I do see a little bit of bearish dollar at the moment. But effectively, if we come down to this level here and start testing here, you're going to have to take it seriously and go, we're in the zone of interest. We've broken the key level and come back down again. Daily 50 EMA, you would actually have to have a good case to say we're not going to turn bullish. But on the other hand, when you look at the pairs itself, not just the dollar itself, but the crosses, you will start seeing that we're at key integral levels here, and this will determine what will happen for the next leg. So let's go to the weekly chart, see what I'm on about here. So this is the weekly chart. I believe if we do break this box on the daily chart, we will head back up to 100 on the DXY. That is a very plausible thing to happen. We've been held around here for a long time now, so it's one of these things where at some point it has to break the pattern or do something, and at the moment this is what I've got. This is really what we're looking for here. So I still see a gigantic wedge forming, but at the moment it looks like we could move up to the upper range now. But we're just going to look see what happens. So let's look at the Aussie dollar for the moment. Now the Aussie dollar on the weekly chart had a bearish engulfing candle, but it stopped again at the key price of 0.7 and started putting in some reversal candles in. So we've got an inside, we've got a doji and an outside reversal candle at the key level of 0.7. So a lot of people may be thinking I might be wanting to jump on that. My problem with this trade though is the intraday has not changed its trend at all. And this is what I mean. So let's just look at the 4-hour chart to start with. All we've done is we just drop down and just move back up again. There is no trend change. There is no real reversal pattern there on the 4-hour chart whatsoever. On the 1-hour chart, for me personally, you could say that's an inverse head and shoulder pattern here. There's your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder there. You could say that, but my problem with that is I don't think it's clean enough, in all fairness, to be honest. It's just not very the greatest of reversal patterns in this form here. And I do think a move down back to this level, make a double bottom, would be absolutely beautiful to see. And that would be then I'd be interested to take this trade long. But until such point, I'm just going to sit on my hands on this one. There are better pairs to trade out there at the moment. And this one here, I'm a little bit wary of it. That's all it is, really, to be quite honest. Again, you look at Aussie Kiwi, that's been moving down for a few days. Again, it's coming down. It's still got moved down on Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Yen, we're at a key level of Aussie Yen. Got an inside bar here, so maybe we will pop back up. But you know, again, you're hoping that Aussie will increase in strength. Aussie Swiss is actually at the daily 50 EMA, so you do have some Aussie strength coming into the market. It's just for me personally, they're not the greatest of pairs or trades in the moment at all. So I'll just be a bit wary of the Aussie dollar at the moment. So next would be Euro dollar, and I did say if we get a stop at 1.11, 1.12 area, make the triple bottom, that'd be fantastic. In fact, we've got this bearish engulfing candle to the downside, which does suggest that, you know, you'd think it'd be bearish. Then you've got these two inside bars here, but my problem here with this pair at the moment, other than the fact we are getting lower highs, lower lows all the way down this area here, is all lower highs, lower lows. If you notice the volume on these reversal candles, super high volume, this bearish engulfing candle, inside bar almost the same volume, matching it, so that's rejection. This doji candle here, the volume's getting lower, but that's how low it is there. The break to the downside was the lowest volume for some time, so for me personally, a bearish engulfing candle doesn't make much sense, but at the same time, going long and thinking because that one candle we're going to go to the moon. Again, I'm sitting on the sideline here. I do see some move to the upside, but again, as usual, the daily 50 EMA on this trade is this pair, so is definitely dictating where it goes next, and we are heading down. So for the moment, I'd look for maybe a sell around 1.13 again, daily 50 EMA. That'd be a nice little sell, and back down to 1.12. That'd be what I'd be looking for. But for this week, we may get a move up. it's possible, but we are in the middle of nowhere here. If I just zoom out for a long bit there, we've got another area there, happened in the past and has happened here a few times. We are at I'd say a minor level, to be quite honest. It has rejected a few times, but this is not really the major level. It's a minor level there. But there is some support there to trade off of if you do see the lower timeframes. Let's just look quick at the lower timeframes, see what we got there. And again, we're actually respecting the 1 hour 50 EMA like we have done here. Again, no trend change, doesn't give me much confidence. I need a clean break and retest of this 1 hour 50 EMA at least before I can think about trading this pair long. Pound dollar, so we did say ideally what we wanted the last couple of weeks was a break to the downside and a move back up to the daily 50 EMA. So if we do get this move back up to the 1.3 area, you've got a downward sloping trend line, daily 50 EMA, that would be a great short from there, give you a lot of confidence to the downside. But at the moment, again, like all these dollar pairs, it looks like it's going to move back up a little bit. It doesn't, that run there would be a nice little move back up, so we do get that, it'd be quite nice. Again, we can probably look at the lower time frames here. I've not seen this lower time frame chart at all. Let's have a look. It's a little bit cleaner, it's a little bit better. That does give you a little more confidence, but it's on low volume there, so I need to see some decent rejections and stuff like that. What's on the 4 hour chart? The 4 hour chart doesn't give me much confidence, if I'm brutally honest with you guys. By the time we move back up, the 4 hour 50 MA will start sloping back up to the 1.3 area. So trading into that doesn't give me much confidence. Let's look at Kiwi dollar. Again, this is the same story, all the dollar pairs break down and come back up again. This probably looks like the most bullish pair of them all, to be quite honest, where you've got a decent outside of inside bar, then move up to the upside. And for me, a move up to 0.6725, this pink or this purple line here, that would be a nice trade to take long if it does actually materialise. Let's look at the lower time frames in this one. Let's see what we got there. So again, I don't like that. The 4 hour 50 MA is dictating to me what's happening as well here. Test breakdown, test breakdown, test breakdown. Now we're here testing it again. And if you look at the reversal candles there, you've got a doji candle right on the 4 hour 50 and move to the downside. So I appreciate we are actually chopping through the 1 hour 50 MA a little bit, but the 4 hour 50 has been respected. I can't take that trade. That's not good enough for me. Maybe you guys would like it. I don't know. For me, I'm a fuss pot with these things. So this one here, I see there's time frames conflicting against each other, and that doesn't give me much confidence. It's the same with dollar CAD as well. So dollar CAD, we're at the top of this box. That's to me is not a pullback. There's no value there. I mean, that's just, you know, you look at an inside bar and then a bearish engulfing candle to the downside. If you look at the lower time frame, you're trading right into that box. If you can go short, so you can go short, you trade into that box. If you can go long, there's not really much to go long with either, because you've got a lower high there, and a lower low on the 1 hour chart. So time frames are conflicting with each other. You need more confidence. So go back on this one. I do believe a move back down to 1.34 on dollar CAD could give us some form of trade, and 1.34 would be this area here, which means the daily 50 MA is going to start popping back up. So that's why I'm a bit concerned with this trade as well. As you notice, this week can be a quiet week for me, I think, just because I don't like what's happening. I'm in this trade here, so dollar Swiss short. I've actually started short in dollar Swiss. Some of you can think I'm crazy, because that's most people think I am crazy, but I just see it being a good trade. If you notice here, the volumes, although the volumes are slightly dipping down, they're the highest volume for a few weeks out, and all dojis at a very, very overextended run. If you look at the RSI, it's sitting at 100 for ages now, so it has been overbought for quite some time. When we go down to the lower time frame, all I was looking for with this trade, I had an order placed below the lows here. So what's happened, the price popped up first of all, then came down, and then triggered me in after, which was quite nice. And now we're below the 1 hour 50 EMA, miles away from the 4 hour 50 EMA, and you can see there's a triple top pattern there as well on the 1 hour chart there. Just put that there for you there. Definitely see a triple top pattern there. I'm happy to hold that trade open short for the moment, targeting 1.01 pretty much, which if you look here will be where the daily 50 EMA, these lows, this area here actually. So it's a move down just to test this area here where this black line is. That's that support resistance level. That's all I'm taking it to, and that trade for me is worth 1.7%. Nothing special, but it's a little bit on the side. Now, dollar yen, I know some people thought I was crazy short in dollar yen. A lot of people said it's going to go up and this, that and the other. I was correct, but I got stopped out, which is really quite annoying. It's almost touched its take profit, and to be quite honest, I probably would get out now anyway. It's moved down. It missed its take profit by a little bit, so I'm not interested in this trade no more. The reason why I'm not interested is because we've got the daily 50 in one area, we've got the key level here. To me, you're just getting squashed here. You are. I don't like that now. I've took what I needed. Well, if I won, I would have took what I needed. Just to recap that trade, this is it here. I entered on the break and retest of this 1 hour 50 EMA, and what's happened is, unfortunately, as the market popped up, took me out, trained down and come back up again. I wasn't in the market on Friday, so I never saw this pullback there. That would have been a trade I would have taken most likely. Well, I say most likely it'd be one of these things where I'd have to target maybe the bottom there. Could I get 1%? Maybe not. Let's have a look. So I would have took the trade there, and I'd have to take the stop above there, definitely. Could you get a 1-to-1 in one day for that? Let's have a look. Possibly, yeah, I missed that one. There was a 1% trade there. But hey, this is what it was. The idea was correct. It's just the market has chopped us out a few times here. And that's the way trading goes, unfortunately. I've not looked at gold. Let's take a look at gold quickly. So we now start breaking into this triangle now. What I like about this is the fact that we've got volume increasing nicely. So any pullback to value would be good. And I'll take it up to this downward sloping trend line. So let's take a look at that trade quickly, see what there is here. Let's see what we have. So yeah, we've broken up quite nicely. That's a good actual good volume there as well. I've moved to the upside. So definitely we've got volume to the upside there. I like that whatsoever. Any pullback to value would be nice, but I mean, let's have a look at this level here. We've got a level at 1280. Let's just plot that line in here, 1280 there. That move back down there would be quite nice to see. So any move down to 1280 with the 4 hour 50 EMA would be a good trade to take long. And I'll take it long up to about this level here, 1294, which would be, just plot this in here, you could place an order here, 1294 would be there. And I'll put my stop something like that there. That's what I'll do. Something like that. You got your wick there, stop of protection there. You got your key level. You got your 4 hour 50 EMA. You got momentum to the upside as well. You have. I like that. That looks quite a nice little trade. Something like that would happen there. Move back down, tag us in there. Then let's go rally back on again. Let's look for that way. That looks quite nice. Easy way of trading. Nothing, no problem whatsoever. And if you notice, the 1 hour 50 EMA would also dip down as well to that kind of level as well. So for me personally, you've got the 1 hour, the 4 hour and the daily all on your side. What does the weekly look like as well in this trade? So I do like this one. You got inside bar the weekly 50 EMA as well. We did speak about the weekly 50 EMA maybe giving some support as well. So that does look a good trade. You may, if you get two positions open in this one, keep one open, take one, take one for a short term percentage, one afterwards. RSI is at 0 again, which is nice. Again, when RSI is at 0, it did pop back up, and again when RSI is at 0, it did pop back up. So definitely 100% aim for at least this downward sloping trend line at least. That would be a nice little trade to take us out for the end of the week. Okay guys, or end of the month, sorry. So anyway guys, any questions, give us a shout. If not, we'll speak to you soon, and take care.